Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting very close to the release of Tower of Fantasy. Finally, right? And I have noticed within last few weeks on social media, lots of new players asking different kind of questions regarding this game. So I have prepared for you today 7 most asked questions which most of the players are asking regarding raids, PvP, guild system and many other interesting features of Tower of Fantasy. So for today's video, 7 most interesting questions regarding Tower of Fantasy MMORPG. If you are interested into Tower of Fantasy, check my YouTube channel for lots of gameplay videos and guides for new players. Besides this video, I have prepared lots of interesting videos for release of the game and after release of the game regarding many interesting in-game features of Tower of Fantasy. But now let's focus on these 7 questions. So first question which I have noticed players are asking a lot is regarding PvP in Tower of Fantasy. Do we have PvP in this game? And if yes, what kind of PvP exactly? So let me explain this on a clear way. So regarding arenas, we have 2 kind of arenas, 1 versus 1 arena and 3 versus 3 arena. And within these arenas, yes, you have gear which is equalized to some point. So yeah, they are fair arenas, let's call it like that. Then we have duels, so you can challenge somebody on a duel in open world, and that's it. That's a fight between you and your opponent. That's clear. So we have arenas, 1 versus 1, 3 versus 3. I'm not sure for now what kind of names we will have for these arenas, but for sure those 2 arenas we will have 1 versus 1, 3 versus 3. Duels, second thing, like I said, and on the end we have open world PvP, but it's important to say just in some areas of the map. So it's not all over the map that you can attack somebody just when you want, right? It's not that kind of situation. Just in certain areas of the map that open world PvP is possible, not in each part of the map. So regarding PvP, I think I was pretty clear here. We have 1 versus 1 arenas, 3 versus 3 arenas, duels and open world PvP in just in some areas of the map. In the future, you will see some dedicated videos regarding 1 versus 1 arena, 3 versus 3 arenas, and in generally regarding PvP to explain some details. But for today's video, just to explain what kind of PvP you can expect to play in Tower of Fantasy. Let's go forward with next question, and that is, do we have guild system in Tower of Fantasy? Answer is yes. Maximum size of the guilds in Tower of Fantasy, it should be like that also here in the West, should be 180 players in size. And is it useful to join a guild? Yes, there is. Of course, it's useful to join a guild because, for example, in this game, in Tower of Fantasy, you will have world boss raids. So you want to have teammates. You want to play actually that world boss raids with your guild mates. There are some other benefits of guild system. For that, I'm preparing specific video. For today's video, just to let you know, yes, guild system is here in Tower of Fantasy. Maximum capacity of the guild should be 180 players. That's a lot actually, right? Let's go forward with question number 3. Which weapons are the best? Which weapons to use? Well, all depends which role you want to play. Do you want to play DPS, healer or tank? So in Tower of Fantasy, you cannot pick a class on start of your gameplay like you usually do in many MMORPGs. Let's say you pick a class of some mage or sorceress or assassin or warrior. No. In Tower of Fantasy, you are picking a role, not a class, right? And all depends which 2 out of 3 weapons will you use. That will determine which role are you playing. So each weapon have certain kind of icon. That icon is either attack, defense or support. And if you decide to play, let's say, 2 out of 3 weapons with attack icon, you will have DPS role. If you decide to play with 2 weapons out of 3 with tank kind of icon, well, then you will be tank. And of course, for healer, if you decide to play with 2 out of 3 weapons with heal kind of icon, then you'll be a healer. You can check dedicated video on my YouTube channel regarding this topic, how to take a role of DPS, healer or tank in Tower of Fantasy. Probably I will upload that video tomorrow or day after tomorrow on my YouTube channel. So regarding weapons and in general regarding classes and roles, situation is really clear. We don't have any kind of classes like we normally have in MMORPGs in Tower of Fantasy. Depending on which weapons are you using, 2 out of 3 weapons, you're taking different kind of role, DPS, healer or tank. Let's go forward with question number 4. This is question regarding open world boxes. So you have probably noticed within some gameplay videos of Tower of Fantasy that characters, you are able to open different kind of boxes in huge open world which you can freely explore. When you find any of these boxes, you'll have 2 options. Do you want to have normal opening of that box or forced opening of that box? So what is the difference? Should you open that box normally or should you use forced opening, right? Well, answer is pretty simple. So if you decide to normally open that box, you will require a certain kind of item to do that. So you cannot do that just whenever you want. However, you can use that forced opening of the box if you don't have that certain kind of item, but then you will get much less rewards from that box. Basically, it's not worth to open box with forced entry. So you need to use normal opening of the box. On that way, you will get maximum rewards out of that box. However, you will need to have that specific item. I still don't know what will be the name of that item for Western version of the game. If you don't have that specific kind of item to normally open the box, you can use that second option, forced opening, but that's not a good option because then you will not get much rewards. Basically, you will almost get nothing. Let's say it like that. So always use normal opening of the box whenever you can, of course. Let's go forward with question number 5, which players are asking a lot on social media. I have seen that is the question regarding fight on water or in the air. Can you fight on water or in the air? Yes, you can do that. Actually, that is one of the strategies in duels and in generally in open world PvP, that you can fight above the water and in the air, because then it's not easy to reach you. You can reach only target in the air or above the water with certain kind of weapons. So can you fight above the water or in the air? Yes, absolutely. That's actually one of the best strategies to fight. Above the water or in the air. However, like I said, if you have target in front of you which is in the air or above the water, it will not be easy to reach that target. You will need specific kind of weapons. I am preparing lots of videos regarding combat of Tower of Fantasy, regarding different kind of weapons, when to use them. But let's leave that for today. Let's focus on basic questions and answers for today. Let's go forward with question number 6. Are there any raids in this game? I have already mentioned actually when I was mentioning guild system of Tower of Fantasy. Yes, we have raids in Tower of Fantasy. We have world boss raids, and for that it will be very useful for you to join some guild. It will be easier for you to team up with other players and to go on that world boss raids. Also, in Tower of Fantasy we have dungeons, many interesting dungeons with many interesting rewards and with different levels of difficulty. Again, topic for another video. So in Tower of Fantasy, that is question number 6. Do we have raids? Yes, we have. We have world boss raids. And question number 7 on the end, a very interesting question actually. So let's check it out. Should you create more accounts on release, since we are getting free SSR weapon as a gift and you want to get best SSR as possible? That is very interesting question, because we have seen for release of Genshin Impact, if you remember back then, I don't know, did you try to play that game? That's not MMORPG. However, Genshin Impact have gacha system, very similar to Tower of Fantasy. And back then we had situation also very similar, that for release of the game you could get for free one high quality character from that gacha system. So for release of Genshin Impact, many players have done that, and I'm not sure is this legit. Can you even do that, right? However, many players have done that. So they have created few accounts, and then from that few accounts they have picked free SSR, which is the best, and they have play on that account, right? So I'm not sure will you able to do that regarding Tower of Fantasy for release, and like I said, I'm not sure is that even allowed to do, to create more accounts and then to pick which best free SSR have you get as a gift. I mean, basically you need to finish some kind of quest which will take like 10-15 minutes time within the game, and after that you'll be able to claim that free one of the best SSR weapons. So can you do that? Is that even legit in Tower of Fantasy? I'm not sure. However, yeah, many players are asking that should they do that or not. I just remember that for release of Genshin Impact, many players have done that, but maybe you're getting in a risk to get banned if you do that, right? So you need to check, is that allowed? Is that legit or not before you do that? In the future, you will see lots of guides for new players like this one on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested into Tower of Fantasy, make sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below video, how do you like Tower of Fantasy from information you have so far about it, and will you try to play it after release? If you are interested into MMORPGs, check my YouTube channel for lots of gameplay videos, guides, news and reviews from world of MMORPG gaming, with main focus on new upcoming PC MMORPGs. Currently with main focus on Tower of Fantasy, but in the future, of course, with main focus, like I said, on new upcoming PC MMORPGs. Thank you for watching the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more MMORPG videos and of course Tower of Fantasy videos in the future. See you soon.